RX-12, Cross the Rubicon. Bido Coefficient Test Unit. It is widely known that a force is made with cultivated Bido tissue, and that it is the most effective weapon against the Bido. However, there is a theoretical limit when it comes to humans controlling Bido energy. This unit was developed to break that limit. Hopefully, it can aid the human race. Crossing the Rubicon is considered a no turning back moment. You have done something that you cannot return from. Mini burst wave cannon, miniaturized wave cannon with the power and blast area of the shock wave cannon, ideal for small fighters. And the flexible force. This was not developed by the designers of the tentacle force. It is composed of many different materials, and compared to the tentacle force, its movement is graceful. Just the regular bits and missiles. The force is this one's claim to fame, as it can be quite well used in combat, but only in the right situation. Stage Y7, Biocavity. This is a remake of Creature Cave, the second stage from R-Type 1. And I chose the worst ship for this. The stage has been updated, enhanced, so to say, instead of being a strict remake. So there's a couple challenges in here that you wouldn't have to deal with in the original stage. One of the reasons I chose such a bad ship for this is because these enemies that jump out of the walls take a shocking amount of damage to kill. And as long as you keep hitting them, they keep being stunned. With the size of this force, it's very difficult to slink by them without hitting them and stopping them. So you end up just creating a wall for yourself. On top of that, I don't know if there's a red in this stage. And everything in here has a shocking amount of health and desperately needs a red's raw power to push through. I'm mostly getting terribly lucky going through a lot of this stage. Between all of the enemies jumping out of the walls and the little eyeballs swimming around. But this section coming up here is what gave me the most trouble. And I think it's because I simply do not have the raw power to get rid of some of these very persistent enemies. Is this large ship starts coming in from behind, and you are going to have to get behind it. You cannot kill it before it starts pooping out babies. The large force does actually take care of the little things, but now the stage is very full. We have the Metroid spawners we can't really do much with. Between the mothership and the Metroid spawners and all of the little eyeball guys that just keep showing up, absolute nightmare. There's just too much going on. With a few well-placed charge shots, I was able to kill the mothership, but it was still way too chaotic. I managed to push just a little bit further, but there's just too much. And a smaller force would have given me a little bit more leeway. Because I wouldn't have had to deal with as many of the guys jumping out of the walls, because I wouldn't be stunning them. I think I just got lucky and managed to peek my way onto the next checkpoint. By all rights, I did not earn this checkpoint. But I was so grateful for it. Now, you may be noticing, Naka, you have a full dose gauge. Why aren't you using your dose? You mentioned that before as kind of a screen clear when there was so much going on. There, I was mashing the button for it. I don't know what was going on, but my dose wasn't firing. I'm not sure if I was doing it wrong. Maybe I was hitting the button wrong. I've used it before, but I couldn't get it to work here. Sure would have been nice, though. And so we are introduced to Gander. Of course he flew through that gap. Of course he flew through that gap, why wouldn't he? Okay, so force on your front. I experimented with force on your back. Don't do it, it doesn't work. Force on your front. Kill all of the little sections of this guy's body. If you let one live, you will just die. He will trap you somewhere, and that one that lived will shoot you. Otherwise, you can generally hang down here in the lower right corner until he gets up to go inside. Still hang in the lower left. Don't get too close to him. It'll be fine. Now, originally Gander had a safe spot right above the eye. So does this one. It's not actually a completely safe spot. And even with this, I still died a few times. The only thing that'll kill you is the orbs on the snake that shoot out the little bullets. Those bullets will still kill you. So destroy, stop charging, and make sure all of the orbs are destroyed when you have the chance, and then start charging again. The longer this fight goes on, the more likely it is that you are going to get killed by something. So make sure to charge up, kill him as soon as you can, and you can still beat him. It's not a completely safe spot, but it's safe enough to get you there. And thus is the end of the Y stages. Now, I only played on Bido difficulty, but on R-Typer and higher, the boss from the first Y stage, if what I am told is correct, will actually make a guest appearance here, which is weird to me. I mean, thematically, I understand why. And I didn't want to tussle with that. So, Bido it was. For the most part, I think the Y stages were pretty neat, though. A lot of neat stuff in here, expanding on stages. I think the tactics stages were neat because they actually did let them expand on what was kind of simplistically made in tactics. I think I'm good with fighting more R units, though. You can always tell a tactics stage when it's just, here's a whole bunch of R units. It's either that or a Bido stage. I think I've had my fill at this point. But yeah, these were, for the most part, pretty alright stages. I like that they brought back Image Fight as well, though that boss was a piece of crap. On easier difficulties, a lot of the lasers don't home, and it becomes considerably easier. As well, I think I was trying to find, like, maybe one laser doesn't fire each time. No, they all fire. So the safe spot I lined up in beforehand is between two lasers. And since it's near the top of the screen, you don't have to worry about many of the attacking lasers. But, yeah, other than that, which gave me some headache, good stuff. This stage, difficult, hard. I do feel like a better ship would have helped considerably on this stage. But also maybe it was just intended to be more difficult. I don't know. So that's it for the Y stages. Until next time, everyone. We have the Z stages left for us.